That would make nice ground cover, wouldn't it? I'm Kerry, and I love plants. That's pretty. When I see things grow, I feel like God.
You find everything you were hoping to find.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Because I've created this.
I'm Cassandra, and Kerry is my father. He, at one point, had over 250 different types of cacti in the house. The plants became more important than the people were.
I'm Peggy, and Kerry is my ex-husband. Oh, my Lord, I hate eBay. It was addictive to him. The thrill of getting a bid, you know, and just didn't matter if you needed it or not. It was, I won.
I buy things that look like I'd be able to resell and make a profit for myself. I got some really cool stuff. Oh, anybody need a sleeping bag? Yeah, 40 of them.
He's probably spent over $30,000, and I think he told me he sold something for $100. And the rest, that's his inventory. That's his future.
I worked in ICUs and mother-baby units and places where I could actually help people and do what I've been trained to do. And when I got out, I felt empty and alone.
He loved the military. I think the structure made him feel worth something. And when he retired, he lost his way completely.
When we would clean, we would move stuff, he would get really angry, and he goes into rages that are scary.
One time, I became abusive.
When Kerry goes into his rages, he doesn't have any control. It's really hard because I love Kerry, and I always will, but I can't be anyone's verbal or physical punching bag. And I thought the only answer was to get a divorce.
The first year and a half, there wasn't a night that I went to bed without crying myself to sleep.
So I want to start with Kerry in the living room, just to see what he's willing to get rid of. Is there anything, Kerry, in your line of view that you think could go?
I really want to keep the gurney. I can set things on it and move it from point A to point B.
So there's a gurney in your front room. Do we need to...
You don't have one in your front room?
Is there a reason why we can't use maybe a wheelbarrow or something else?
Logically speaking, what the heck do you need a gurney for? But it does actually make logical sense to me.
So how's it going?
It's going okay.
I think one cause for concern is that you want to sell, I'd say, most things.
You know, I purchased this because I want to sell it, and that's what I want to do.
This stuff is not gonna be sold. You're not gonna sell anything. You haven't in 10 years.
I haven't tried.
Exactly, and you're not going to.
I'm trying to be cool. I have a standard in my mind. This is what I bought it for.
Your
I didn't
standard
spend
is what got you right
$5,000 on
here.
No, a lot of got me right here.
Your standard
Help me
is
through the.
this.
Don't hit me with a baseball bat. Just work with me.
He really does go from 0 to 60, and his temper is extreme.
I don't want to say, take it, because I have to live with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
You want your grandkids over here? Do you?
Leave the phone.
Given Kerry's emotional volatility and his difficulty in actually working with his daughter, it's going to be really difficult for him to make it through this process. At some particular point in time, he's going to have to allow some trust.
if I want to keep, okay, we'll set it aside. We'll talk about it later, but I don't want to sit and worry about the right now.
Okay.
Because there's too much of it.
I'm so proud of you.
Too bad. I have no desire to hold on to what could cripple me.
I want to make sure that I'm understanding that you've had this revelation and that you don't want to sell.
I'm happy that these things are going to go. The fact that they're going to Habitat for Humanity is, to me, is like, what a blessing, you know? I'm cool with it.
Who you do have to thank is Peg for offering you the idea of Habitat for Humanity coming. There's a lot of love between you two, and that's something to celebrate. So with that being said, let's get started. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Do we need to go through every little thing in that box?
I don't even know what's there. Just take it.
Can it be donated, or do I use it?
Donate it.
Fabulous. How about this? Can this go?
Yeah.
He's kind of turned his back on his family for so long.
Can we say goodbye?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sacrifice he's making now is kind of making up for that.
Give it to somebody that needs it.
Donate.
It makes me feel like I might be able to get my Kerry back.
History, baby.
Okay, donate. You are rocking it.
Mom went to walk in and she slammed the door.
Here's Kerry, clean shaven, and his hair's nice.
I just thought that it wouldn't be appropriate to have old women come in my house without being married to them.
You look great.
So let's go forward and do what we forgot to do the last time.
Is this a marriage proposal?
We belong together.
I've loved him since I was 19.
It's like a fairy tale ending.
Peg, do you remember how this room looked?
Yeah, I remember there was a gurney right about here.
Yeah, there was.
It was like a light bulb went off in his head and said, you know, all this crap doesn't matter one little bit. I want my family, I love them, and I care about them.
What do you think?
There's no plan.
And he couldn't have said it any louder than if he'd have climbed to a mountain and screamed it.
It's been remarkable to watch Kerry's rapid transformation, and it appears that his prognosis and the family's prognosis is excellent. They've really come together. They've really reprioritized what matters to all of them, which is being together. When you look at it now, what do you see?
A future?
I'm Dale, a retired general contractor. On the outside of my property, I've got numerous cars. Some of them I bought at auctions. I drove most of them until they quit. Transmission went out or was slipping or something like that. Back it in the hole over there. Maybe I'll get a chance to fix it.
I'm Darren. I'm Dale's youngest son. If you've never been to my dad's property, all you have to do is ask anybody where the house is that the guy's a hoarder, and they can point you right to it. And you'll know immediately when you get there just by driving up to it. Everything's overgrown, trash, vehicles, everything's just packed.
I've got buses, 2 of them. One of them I used in construction, and the other one is a Air Force bus that used to transport people. I've been using them for storage now. I've got a big forklift back up there that I bought to use around the property. I've got several boats. One of them, it's upside down to keep it from rotting, and it's rotten. The semi I bought, that's been, in excess of probably 15 years ago, I can't remember. You'll see there are a lot of piles of timbers. That's all of the decking that came off of the Yukon River Bridge. I think there was 7 trailer truckloads of it. It's back here, rotting.
The inside is packed wall to wall, just a goat trail that you could walk through. My dad's not living in his house. He moved out into a trailer because he's just packed it too much. There's no living space. There's no living room. There's no electricity. There's no water, no septic, not something that you trade. It's just terrible.
This is a monster hoard. We have 3,500 square feet of packed house. We have 5 acres that is full of everything from cars, boats, trailers, army vehicles, construction projects, drums of who knows what, gasoline. There's so many moving parts and components to this hoard. My mind's gonna explode and I don't know how we're gonna deal with it. The really cool thing about this hoard is that we have the local Army base, Fort Wainwright, where Dale used to be stationed, is sending over a group of soldiers to help us. This is gonna be amazing help that we need to get this stuff removed. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning!
Oh my gosh. We have incredible resources here today. We've never seen anything like this. We've never seen a hoard like this, but we have this help that's available for you, Dale.
Right.
Thank you. Outstanding.
Thank you.
I'm impressed, for
It's
sure.
really amazing. Thank you all for your service and thank you for being here because as you can see, we would not be able to do this with just a handful of people. So the first thing we're gonna do is start right out here and work our way to the front door. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this.
Good.
We like to tell our soldiers that if you're a soldier for life.
We think that it's very important to give back to the community, to take care of not only soldiers that are within your unit, but past soldiers, present soldiers.
I need a few cans.
Holy crap. We can make quick work of this if you'll let them, but we need some rules. Tools, survival stuff.
Tools,
What
survival
else?
stuff, the jacks, of course.
Those are tools.
Right.
Can they start going to work and leaving all your tools and generators set aside and then we can
And
reload
then
it?
we can reload it. Okay.
We're about 90% of the way through the garage, and all of a sudden, a beam breaks. With only a couple days left here, that doesn't give us enough time to brace everything, fix everything, and then clean the house. It's just not gonna happen. So we kind of have to regroup and see where our time is gonna be best spent for the next couple days. It gives us a lot of time on the outside, but we still need to address where Dale's gonna live.
When we found out the house was dangerous, me and Maggie and Aunt Doris, we all got together as a family and decided that the house on the hill is the best option to put money into.
Will you let us fix this house for you? And over the next couple of days, do as much as we can to get you a safe, functional space to live in, at least for the winter, so we know that we're leaving you in better condition than we found you.
Yeah.
Perfect. The good news is these soldiers, they have not only like cleared a path to your house, they've ripped out trees whole. They don't even need cutters. They ripped them out by the roots, but they just cleaned out that whole house in about a half an hour. Amazing physical strength that they brought, amazing decisions that you made very quickly. I think we're absolutely able to make you a home now.
Oh, boy.
Wow, look at that.
Looks kind of like somebody's house.
Gee, this is cool.
Amazing. Just
Yes.
amazing.
I couldn't be happier. I'm glad he's got a place to live now that's out of that trailer and just to have it as his old house.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
I remember this place.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, there's a picture of Joyce. How cool.
When was the last time you slept in a queen-size bed?
I don't remember.
Look at your bed.
Well, I think we're ready to move on to the last room.
Okay.
Holy cow, look at who's here. This is awesome, you guys.
You guys have about 40 people in this room you've never met from all over the country, 30 of them right here from the local Army base that are family to you in a completely different way, okay? They love you, I know they do, or they wouldn't be here all week busting their ass like they have been. And I know Sergeant Lee has something else that he would like to present to you.
Dale, it's important that you understand that it doesn't matter how long ago you were a soldier, that you served in the military, we're still your family. You're a soldier for life. So the soldiers that have been here this week, the young men and women helping you out, haven't just responded to assist in the community. It goes a lot deeper than that. You are a brother in arms. You're a family. The soldiers at Fort Wainwright are your family, and we're always going to be here for you. When we were going through the hoard this week, we came across your ASU jacket, your Army uniform, and wanted to put a little something together for you.
Wow. Look at that, Dad.
These are the awards that were on your records saying that you were awarded. So we were able to get a hold of those, as well as you were an expert marksman with your rifle and a marksman with a pistol. So we just wanted to include everything that you were able to achieve during your time in service.
I'm just feeling kind of in awe. I kind of wanted to hide my face because it got me. Yeah, those GI guys got me. They could have shot me and I wouldn't have cried, but they hit me in the heart and that got me.
Dale, what are you thinking about?
Just appreciating these guys and y'all making it all possible. I just expected to get my yard cleaned up. I love you guys. Thank you for coming.
I'm Merrill, and I'm a hoarder, a saver, a squanderer. I've overdone it a little bit. Now it's overtaking my life.
I'm Kevin. I'm Mel's husband. The inside of my house is a mess. I've tried to clean it up a couple of times, and I got more flack than I wanted to deal with. So I just basically, okay. Some people would say, how can you deal with her? I love her, I really do, and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. But she has to throw stuff out. There's no ifs or buts about it. She has to throw stuff out.
I woke up one morning to reality and said, I better get some help in here. It didn't hurt that we had some people asking us to get rid of the hoard as well.
If we don't clean the house, the code enforcements, they can evict us out of our own home, and they can have us pay for the clean out.
This hoard has really precluded us from doing a lot, and I don't wish this on anyone.
I'm Sharon. I'm Merrill's sister-in-law. Merrill is a hoarder. This really, I think, started after her mother died. And I think that was the impetus that really made her feel like both her parents were gone now, and she had to hold on to this stuff to keep that part of her alive.
Oh, great. No, that doesn't fit in there. 90% of her stuff is down in my basement, including paperwork, lyrics that she wrote because she was a singer, all kinds of things. I have everything. And I will admit, I'll be the first to admit, I could not bear to part with many of those things. Even her hair curlers, I would smell them and smell like her. And I didn't want to get rid of them. We could still function up here on the first floor, and then slowly but surely, I have lymphedema. It started to get bad, and before I knew it, you know, I wasn't able to climb stuff anymore. I wasn't able to put things away anymore. I wasn't able to do stuff. In 2008, I needed to sit every, 15 minutes every 2 hours. And the trial court said, nah, you have to be in totally good health to do this job. So, bye. I must say, I hoard clothes. I have mounds and mounds and mounds and piles of clothes. I'd come home with bags and bags, and how did I feel when I got home with that? I felt like Christmas had come. I felt snuggly wuggly, and it was really good. It was sort of a high, you know, it was like a high that chocolate gives you. But it doesn't last. $100,000. That's not including the mortgage on the house. And a second mortgage on the house.
We live paycheck to paycheck. If I was out of work for 2 weeks, we would just be like a funnel, just going straight down the tubes.
Over the years, my husband and I tried to step in and help them out financially, a considerable amount of money at different points.
The second mortgage, lovely. Oh, and it's late.
And, you know, it sort of became where we realized it was not helping their situation. It wasn't changing it. Merrill called me desperate. It was like Thanksgiving, and it was really cold, and her heat didn't work. And so she wanted a pretty considerable lump sum that she told me she had found a de-hoarding agency, and she was going to hire them.
I said, I got to get rid of this hoard because they're trying to kick our asses out of the house. I need 15 grand. Can you at least just give us that?
And so we gave them that money. And come to find out, she didn't use that money to de-hoard the house.
My brother and I had a big blowout on text. We went back and forth, and things were said and things weren't said. My brother and I have been estranged now for about 3 years. We haven't talked. We haven't seen each other.
I had a long talk with Merrill about a week ago, and and she was starting to tell me about things she's hoping to find and then keep. The list was getting a little long, and I was pretty adamant with her that this is your chance. This is your last chance, Merrill. If you don't take this and really clear that out, you're done.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Corey Chalmers, an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding. Merrill, how you doing so far?
I'm still upright.
That's good.
Little anxious, little excited.
Good. That's to be expected. If you weren't, I would say something's wrong.
Our goal is not to get rid of everything.
Right.
It's to get rid of all of the extraneous stuff that is making your house unlivable.
We're going to be pushing you pretty hard, but at the end of the day, it's because we want you to have a safer house. Your family wants you to have a safer house.
What we don't want is for code enforcement to come in, decide what they're going to take,
and then
put a lien on the house,
Right.
throw you guys out, and then you've got a whole other problem on your hands.
Yes.
I'm concerned we only have a short window, and this week she's turning 60, and it's the beginning of a new decade, but it's a new life. I feel like it's a fortuitous moment, and I really want to remind her, and I'm blunt and going to be the pusher, saying, we want you to focus on is the relationship, the memories. We have pictures at our house we can give you that maybe you
Not
need.
of the memories I have.
Well,
Sorry.
but I want you to focus on the relationship that you and Kevin can have when you can sit down together. Our family can be together in your house.
I know. That has nothing to do with that, though. A couple of VHSs ain't gonna do any of that. Don't worry about it. Just a couple.
I'm just a little concerned about us moving forward.
I would add on to that because, Aunt Merrill, I know I can sense the tension that's coming up in your voice. I understand, and I want you to know we're leading with compassion of, like my mom was saying, the difference between things and the difference between things that truly embody who you want to be moving forward.
Yes, but you have to understand it's okay to have some things. I don't want to have nothing. I want to have a few memories that I can hand and hold, and those few memories are not going to take up a lot of space. They'll probably take up a box.
So we're off to a great start because we're all on the same page. Corey, what's our
Yes.
plan?
We're going to bring things out under the tents and stuff for right now to start sorting, start learning what you think of things, how you make decisions, so that we can kind of build off that to make a bigger game plan. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right, well, let's get started.
Okay.
All right.
What's the percentage that you and Dr. Zazio talked about earlier?
A very large percent.
Uh-huh.
Very high, like 96-ish, 7-ish.
90, yeah.
Okay.
You picked the middle number, 95 to 97, but I'm happy with 96.
Okay.
So think about that. 96 out of 100 items that are going to come across this table, you need to say,
Get rid
let
of
go.
it. Yes. My husband says yes. I'm not really crazy about it. Okay. That we can get rid of.
Oh, perfect. Trash.
What are you doing with this?
This was my mother's, so this is gonna be a little tough. I don't need it. I just want to say goodbye, that's all. Okay.
Have you said goodbye to your mom?
And I'll never be able to say goodbye to her completely. I'll always miss her, always. But
Oh, of course, of course.
just wish she was still here.
We know that there are a lot of Merrill's mom's items in the home. So there's a lot more to come. There are going to be some difficult decisions to make. I'm really worried the process may slow down. If this is something that you feel connects you to her, it's okay to keep it. You're doing really good. Isn't she doing good?
He is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, then
I'm glad you took a moment, and I'm glad that you could get real with this.
I'm glad
and feel what you needed to feel.
Yep, I'm good.
Your kitchen feels pretty open, by the way, I must say.
Does it really? Without that
You
in
wanna
it,
see
I
it?
bet it really does.
You want to see it real quick?
Yeah.
This can do one of two things. It can make a hoarder feel very exposed and scared, but it can also make them feel very happy. And we need to see where she's at in this process.
Holy crap. Oh my God. Oh.
Well, I'm feeling really proud that that Merrill has made so much
Ditto.
progress and that there's space. But at the same time, it really makes me refocus like what was underneath everything. And now it's dirty and I don't want people I love living.
Well, they're very good. They do clean.
Like
they do
this.
the best they can at cleaning
You're missing the
place.
point. Listen to what she's saying. She's
How it got to
referencing
this point,
what
you
you
mean?
were living in.
Right.
I'm very uncomfortable being in here by the dirt, and I don't want you living that way.
I know you
So
do.
I want you to live in a clean place, because you deserve that.
I know, I should. You're right.
I am very proud of my wife, what she did today. I'm just seeing what the repercussions is tonight when everything settles in her mind and see what tomorrow brings. If she's the same high-spirit person as she was today, I'm hoping or praying that she is.
Oh, that's the one! Oh!
What?
The yellow one, the yellow one.
What is it?
This is a picture, the first picture when I went out with Kevin on a date, you guys. Kevin took this of me.
You guys, let's stop. She's having a hard time breathing, so let's not kick up any more dust. Unfortunately, keeping Merrill in the middle of everything where she feels like she's in more control ended up being a detriment because she breathed in a lot of the dust that we were kicking up and she started to have a hard time breathing.
Yep. How do we do that then?
So we had to take a break, get our set medic on it, and give her some oxygen. Tomorrow, we're gonna have to be a little more careful. So we're gonna check in with her first thing and see how she's feeling. We have to be very mindful that she is in poor health.
Merrill, I found something really important.
Oh, gosh.
Look at this.
Whose is that?
Oh, my God.
It's your dad's. That we don't want underneath piles of junk, right? He served our country. So I'm glad I found that one. That one's important.
That is very important.
What does this mean to you, Merrill?
My poor dad. He died so young, at 48. He never got to enjoy his grandchildren, never got to enjoy anything, but I'm so glad that we have this as at least something, you know.
Yep.
This is very nice because I forgot, that's right, Daddy, yeah, Daddy served all right. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the past few days since I've been here, it's been all about laughs and smiles and hugs and support. And I'm curious, Sharon, how you feel about the financial investment that did not go the direction that it was supposed to.
Frustrated. And I was shocked when I pulled out the folder and it was 2.5 years that we paid their mortgage, and then we finally said,
Enough is enough.
yeah.
You were given money that was going to the cleanup. What about that piece?
She gave us a big check. She gave us a $12,000 check or whatever it was. She did. We intended to use it just for that. And Then they were saying it was going to cost even beyond that, and I said, oh my God, you know, so.
$12,000 to filling up your house.
Yeah, but it was already full at that point. It wasn't really, we didn't spend it on any more hoarding stuff.
Sharon, I'm watching your body language, and I can actually hear your breathing get harder.
Yeah.
And I can see you getting really tense.
I'm getting uncomfortable talking about all this, and I'd like to stop.
Sharon wants to fix things. She doesn't want to dwell on things, and she just wants to move on once they're fixed. Emotionally, there was a lot going on for her.
I still don't think she really, you know, gets the message. There is an excuse for everything.
Oh my God, that's worth money. That's worth money.
Okay. I feel like we're back at day one.
Yeah, I know. I don't like, well, that's because I'm getting inundated. It's not working for me.
Would you rather people not give you stuff to sift? Because I feel like right now, it's looking like the 2 other bedrooms are going to stay hoarded by the end of the day tomorrow. That seems to be the update around here.
Well, you know, the way I'm looking at it right now is it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to use a lot of it anymore, and I'm not going to be able to do much anymore. I don't think we're going to get through them all anyway.
Tomorrow we have a big checkoff list. So we need to finish the master bedroom, we need to rip all the carpeting out of the living room and get that wood floor exposed. We need to get down into the laundry room, make that functional, and we need to clean up the den, which is where her cable access and things are that she really needs to get in. So there's a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it.
So, first time ever in 21 years have I seen and heard of somebody in the middle of the night get up and box things up and throw them in the dumpster.
Yes, I did.
So that is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Very nice.
Never have I heard of anybody actually initiate, which is such a good sign because when we leave, that's what you're going to have to continue to do depending on what's left over.
Yeah,
okay?
I know.
So we're ready to move forward.
Okay?
I say we get at it. Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go.
Home sweet home. Ooh.
Holy moly.
It's a real kitchen.
Look at these counters.
Wow.
Walking into the house, I just visualized all this weight coming off of Merrill's shoulders.
I'm free. Magnificent.
I was excited for them. I was just truly excited.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, Merrill, look at it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Look at it. It's
Look at this.
beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so wonderful.
So inviting.
So that's a new bed for you, Merrill.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So do you want to know a number on what we got rid of?
Yes, I do.
So
I do.
because you were so good at letting us remove stuff, you let go of 15 tons. So
That
think
is-
about that.
That is unbelievable.
You guys are going to be a little disoriented for a while, okay? So we have aftercare lined up, as you know. I have an appointment already scheduled for you, and our aftercare coordinator will be working on an organizer so that you can get the rooms that have not been completed, completed. Okay?
Wonderful.
You know, my husband wasn't with us, but he was in spirit, and he sent you this birthday card. And he wants you to know how incredibly proud he is of you, and he can't wait to come and see the house and
Yay!
and be
That would
here
be
in the home
wonderful.
with you.
Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, thank you. Dear Merrill, it's a new day, a new year, and the possibilities are endless. Hope it's as amazing as you. Happy birthday. Congrats on emptying out the place. I'm proud of you taking this on. Love, Marshall.